Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be going over a reading exercise today, traveling by train. So hope you all can join us. Hello again, Anton. So so it is
Hello.
it is noon in where you live, right? No,
Yeah,
that's something else. It is. It's,
it is noon.
I got it right. All right. So when do you work? Do you work in the evening?
Usually I work at night.
Ah, okay. I get it. So
It's
when do you sleep?
well, uh, between deep night and early morning.
Ah, okay. Okay. And so you are a morning person then? So you get up in the morning? So,
No,
yeah.
I wake
No?
up.
Oh,
I wake up at 10 or 11 in the
oh
morning.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay. So you just got up then, an hour or so ago. Okay.
yeah.
All right. And hello, Carlos, again.
Hello again, Colin.
Yeah. And Heidi, you now have your avatar Spring.
Yes.
So do you have like Hello Kitties for all different seasons?
Yes, yes, I have a lot of Hello Kitty swimming
Yeah,
with or skiing or ice skating like that.
that's funny. That's cute. Yeah. And Hello Kitty is from Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, are you familiar with it's a cartoon that's out of Finland and one of the it's called the Moomins?
Yes, it's Moomin.
The Moomins, okay.
Yes,
I,
it's very
I
famous in Japan.
yeah, I've heard that outside of Finland and Sweden, it's famous in Japan, and so I don't know much about it. I know about the characters and that's it. But
Before in Japan, TV was broadcasting Moomin stories, the
uh-huh,
series.
yeah, because there is a
And
Moomin cartoon.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, and apparently there's actually Moomin books in English as well. But my friend read them, but I never took the time to do anything about it, so to learn about it. But all right. So the topic on this in this class is traveling by train. So okay. So the first question here is when did you last travel by train? How was the journey? So good morning, Al. Maybe he's still coming in. So anyway, Anton, how when did you last travel by train? How was the journey?
It was 20, 2011 year.
Really, it was that long ago?
Yeah, I was getting back from armed forces,
Mm-hmm.
and it just was casual.
Okay, so it was casual. So it was just like a normal.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a like usual thing.
Uh, so how long was it?
It was 4 days.
4 days? Oh my.
4 days.
Wow, I've never been on a train that long. So,
Well,
so
it's actually railways. It's a big important part of infrastructure in the Russian Federation.
say that again.
It's an important part of infrastructure in Russian Federation.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know that I have actually thought about like what Cornell just wrote, Trans-Siberian Express. I've always
Mm.
thought how fun it would be to go from Moscow to
Vladivostok.
Mongolia, to Moscow or Mongolia or to China on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. But I've never known anybody that actually did it. So and you
People,
kind of
people,
did.
people travel in that way.
Uh huh.
actually.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
they
was.
say it's very challenging journeys.
Hmm. Yeah, I've heard that people who are talkative and who don't mind talking to strangers will have fun, but if you don't like to talk, it's not a
Yeah.
fun journey. So, Carlos, how about you? When did you last travel by train? How was the journey?
About 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it because everything moves so much, and the travel was about 12 hours, and there was a lot of mountains and tunnels. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like it really.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, where did you travel to and from, or how long was the trip?
About 12 hours inside Mexico, to my city, to the border of with Mexico and the United States.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. No, because I had heard somebody had told me that there wasn't a lot of train travel in Mexico. Is that true?
No, it wasn't. Mm, there is not. There are not too much trains in Mexico.
Okay. Not too
Uh,
many.
no.
Okay. Okay. And Heidi, how about you? When did you last travel by train? How was the journey?
I went to European countries many times. Then I
Mhm.
took a lot of train in Italy or France and Spain or Germany.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
after that, I went to Philippines or Tunisia, but I never took taken any train. So last time it was from Rome to Lecce in Italy,
Mm.
which is a small city. Italy has a shape of boot. That Lecce is located in the hill.
Mhm.
Mm. Then it took a very long time, 7 hours or 8 hours from
Uh-huh.
Rome.
Did you find the train to be comfortable, or was it uncomfortable?
Yeah, I took Eurostar.
Mhm.
Eurostar is a rapid train in Italy, but it's
Mhm.
much different from Florence and Rome. It's very fast. But
Mhm.
going to the countryside, Eurostar is much different, a little narrow, and
Mhm. Mhm.
many,
Yeah.
it stops a lot of stations.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean I took a train also from Rome to Pisa. And it
Mm-hmm.
was about maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours. But I don't remember it being all that special. So I remember being bored more than anything. So, Cornell, how about you? When did you last travel by train, and how was the journey?
In fact, I don't remember because it was 4 or 5 years ago because uh, the train is train in Hungary is not comfortable and is not modern. Uh,
Mm.
so I don't know. Journey was approximately 50 minutes between my mm, childhood and actual location when I live. But
Mhm.
I remember another journey between Copenhagen and Helsingborg when I was a business trip in Sweden. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, my boss and me landed in Copenhagen airport, and after that we had a journey by train between Copenhagen and Helsingborg.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
how was that?
It took half an 1.5 hour as far as I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was an internet connection on the train, so it was very comfortable
Mhm.
and fast.
Mhm. Okay, so
Du-
you just
during
got things done.
yeah during the sea uh,
Mhm.
between Denmark and Sweden.
Mhm. Mhm. All right, thank you. Yeah, and it's interesting because I thought, I'd come into this class and everybody's from outside of the U.S. and all of you will have taken trains. You would say last week or 2 weeks ago, and all of you basically have taken trains about like me. So the last time I took a train was in 2009, and that's when I was on on a business trip in Europe, and it was after I had come back to the U.S. and I had a project meeting in Austria, and I was flying back to the States out of Frankfurt, and so my boss, who was out of somewhere, she was out of Freiburg in Germany. She bought this train ticket for me, and um, she obviously didn't know me well because I would have been a lot more comfortable if I would have been in a seat sitting up. But instead, she put me in a berth where I was on a bed. It was an overnight trip, and I was so uncomfortable. And I would have been so much better sitting up somewhere. But um, and that was from it was from Vienna to Frankfurt, and I think it took about 12 hours. Normally, when I take trips, it's very nice. So
Ali, did it look like a hotel?
no, it didn't. It looked like a hostel, and I got into the little area where these berths were, and you have all these different. There's 3 beds. I was up on the very top, and like in the middle of the night, I got on the. I woke up because the passenger came in, and it was an older man, probably maybe in his late 50s, early 60s, who was getting on one of the bottom berths, and it was just very, very strange for me to be sharing this cabin with a person I didn't know, and it was weird for me, but if I would have been in a private room and not a public one, I probably would have been more comfortable because it would have just been one bed and so forth. So, but she was very nice to think that maybe having a bed would be nice, but I would have been more comfortable sitting up. So, okay, so let's read the text and fill in the blanks with a word from the list below the text. So let's look at these words. So the words, I'm going to write them in capital letters on the Verbling chat. We've got clouds, luxury, security, and relax. And relax. And bear with me a moment. Clouds, luxury, security, and relax. So let's go ahead and read through this. Cornell, why don't you read the first?
Yeah. George Mallard has traveled to some very distant parts of the world on holiday. However, for George, it is the journey that is most important rather than the actual destination. It's all about how you travel, he explains, and this is why I always choose the train over an airplane.
Okay, so let's talk about pronunciation real quick. Could you say this word right now?
However,
So what you need to do is try to pronounce the V a little bit stronger. However. So, yeah, very good. However, so because what it sounded like when you read it was however. So however. Very good. All right. Heidi, could you read the next paragraph?
Okay. Despite the hectic pace of life in the 21st century, there are a surprisingly large number of train aficionados. Sarah Smith speaks for many when she talks about the merit of journeys by road. You are not just looking at the what cloud, no, relax. I'm not sure what
I think it's the clouds because she's probably comparing it with.
cloud.
She's probably comparing it with flying.
Mm.
So let me check. I think it is clouds. Yeah, it is. She's comparing it to an airplane.
Clouds. She said, or pretending that you are enjoying them, and very audible in a flight movie.
Yeah. So she was comparing that with an airplane. So it's funny because I prefer for short trips. I prefer buses over trains anytime. So, Carlos, could you read the next one?
Yes. One reason for the growth in longer journeys by rail is increase in luxury at the airports. Passengers taking international trains do not need to arrive hours in advance or put up with various indignities at the security check. Even in business and first class, many people find it difficult to relax on a plane, as they endure turbulence, cramped conditions, and unappetizing food at 30,000 feet.
Okay, so let's look at the pronunciation first. We have cramped. So this is a P, and a P and a K will always have a T sound. So cramped. So this E is silent, and there's a T sound. Cramped conditions. Yeah. Now the increase in something at airports. Now, if it would be the increase in luxury at airports, then that would make people want to go to the airports. So what word do you think it would be? Not luxury.
Security?
Yeah, security. Because since 911, the airports have been even more secure. I can't type. Okay. Next paragraph. Anton, can you read that one?
For passengers with more time and money to spare, train travel can be the ultimate in luxury. Luxury. On the Oriental Express, passengers enjoy vintage cabins with fine dining and afternoon tea, as they are whisked from London to Venice. Passengers are pampered from the moment they step on board by attentive yet discreet stewards.
Yes. Okay. So this word right here, instead of dinning, we would say dining.
Dining.
So fine dining. Okay. All right. And Ken, could you read the last paragraph?
Okay. George Millard is already planning his next journey, following the Danube by train. Although the trip will take 3 days, George would not consider any other kind of journey.
Okay. Does anybody know where the Danube is or Danube? Anybody?
Danube is a river across Europe.
It's in Europe. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
And how do,
from South Germany to Black Sea.
and how do you pronounce it?
Danube.
Danube. Okay.
Danube.
Okay, because I've never known how to pronounce it. I knew it was somewhere in Europe, but I didn't know otherwise. Okay, are there any words or phrases in here that you guys do not know? Okay, a train aficionado. And very good, Heidi, on the pronunciation. Did you know this word? Have you?
Is it a type of train?
Attracted or lovers, like
What?
train lovers.
Robert?
Yeah. Attracted, like money. Train lovers.
I'm not sure I understand the word you're saying. Can you write it down?
Lover.
Oh, train lovers. Yes. Okay, lovers. Okay. I started out with a different word. I heard something completely different. Yeah. So train lovers. So if you're a train aficionado, you love trains. So you could say you are a plane aficionado or a bus aficionado or a soccer aficionado. So, but was that a word that you knew, Heidi? Because the pronunciation was very good.
Yeah, maybe Italian or Spanish. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it probably is. It's probably definitely a borrowed word.
Maybe
Okay.
Spanish. If it's Italian, we need to put S before C.
Mhm. So is it Spanish, Carlos?
Yes,
Okay.
it's aficionado.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what is a barely audible in-flight movie? Anyone know?
Is barely audible is difficult to hear.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. So if it's a barely audible in-flight movie, then it would be a movie that's on the plane that no one can hear. So, and in my experience, that is very true. All right. Any others? Vintage cabins. What does vintage mean? Anybody know?
Old and no.
Yeah, old and nice. Really old and well kept. How about if you are pampered? Anybody know what that is?
Treat a good way.
Treated well. Okay. Attentive yet discreet stewards. So what are discreet stewards?
Official.
Okay. Well, a steward would be like an official, yes. But what does discreet mean? Any idea? No guess. Ken, do you have an idea what discreet means? Hello?
Maybe almost dying out or something.
No. Thank you for guessing, though.
What is the word?
Discreet. Discreet stewards.
Maybe someone.
Confidential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Confidential.
Yeah. So basically, if somebody is discreet, they might see something personal, but they won't say anything. They'll keep it to themselves. So they keep secrets. Okay. All right. So.
Holly, I have
Uh-huh.
one additional unknown word. It is.
Uh-huh.
Could you please scroll up a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Above relax indignities.
Oh, okay. Various indignities. Okay. That has to do with, you know, when you go through security in the airports, and they make you get patted down. They just touch every part of your body so that they're looking for whatever. Um, some people feel that get very indignant, and um, indignant is kind of, oh, how do I describe that? Um,
Humiliated.
it's yeah, they're I guess humili
Maybe
indignant.
maybe something that
They're
the people
embarrassed.
feel shame.
Yes, indignities would be a shame or a shame. Yeah, shame is a good word. Shame or embarrassing. Um, so that's really what it is. They don't like the idea that they're just so that they can fly on an airplane that they're poked and prodded all over their body, you know, and going through machines or whatever. So, um, so let's go down here to the bottom. It says, oh, okay, wait, did we have some? No, that was another class. Sorry, I'm getting my class. This is a fifth class today, and I'm getting it all confused. Okay, what positive aspects of train travel are mentioned in the text? So, can anybody remember any positive aspects of train travel?
Less security than an airport.
Yes, less security. In some respects, that's kind of scary in this day and age, but okay, less security. What else?
Seats are wide, comfortable.
Yeah, especially in the States, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I took only economy, so it's very narrow.
Oh, really? In the States?
Airplane seats are very
Oh,
narrow.
yeah. Airplane streets. I
Mm.
was really surprised. I flew from, I think it was from Copenhagen to Chicago, and then I got off of the airplane in Chicago, and I took a subway down down to downtown Chicago, and went to the train station. And I was very surprised because in most big cities, the train station and the subway are connected, but not in Chicago. So that surprised me completely. But when I got to the train station, and I got on the plane, excuse me, I got on the train and I took it down to a few hours away from St. Louis, Missouri, so down to southern Illinois. I was very, very surprised with how nice it was. And I'm like, why don't more Americans take trains? So it was very surprising. And but and it was because of wide and comfortable seats. So anybody else?
You need to arrive a couple of hours in advance to get in the train.
You do. You don't need to.
We
You
can see the
don't.
Yeah.
landscape from the window.
Early. Yeah, I don't need to arrive early. Scenery, landscape from the window. Discreet stewards. If that's a nice train. What else? I used to take the
Vintage cabins.
excuse me,
Vintage cabins.
vintage cabins. Yeah, on these definitely. Then pampering on these luxury ones. Right. Let's go on. Let's use the best explanation for the underlined word. So let's start with number one. Cornell, can you do that one?
A train aficionado uh, likes mm, mm, I don't know.
Okay. Anybody else have
Likes trains very much.
Yep, it is correct. Likes trains very
Okay.
much. Yeah. All right. Number 2, Ken, can you do that one?
An indignity makes you feel maybe lonely,
No.
bored, embarrassed.
Embarrassed. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and that one, Ken, have you ever heard the saying? Third, the third time is the charm. Basically, the third time you try, you will be successful. So okay. Number 3, Heidi.
If a place is cramped, there's not much space.
Yeah, but at the same time, you also feel uncomfortable. So,
Yes.
okay, and Anton, next one.
An appetizing food doesn't taste very good.
Actually, it doesn't look very attractive, and it doesn't taste very good. But it starts out with the looks. So you might have food that doesn't taste very good, and you would say it doesn't. You know, would say it doesn't taste well, or it's bad tasting food. But and unappetizing also looks bad as well. Because so okay, number 5, Carlos, could you do that one?
If you're pampered like a diaper,
Yeah.
uh, uh, you're given a lot of food and drink.
No. Yes. No and yes. That is true.
You are looked after very well.
Yeah. So you were looked. Remember, this is a K, and
Oh,
when you
yes.
have a K,
A
so you were
T.
looked after very well. So, so if you're pampered, you're looked after very well. But also, many times you were given a massage and you were given a lot of food and drink. So,
The three are good.
yeah, I'd like all of them. Okay, if someone is attentive, he or she takes care of your needs, waits by you for instructions, listens to you talking. What would that be? Anyone?
First one.
First one, yes. Takes care of your needs. Very good. All right. So, let's practice some of these. Ken, are you a train aficionado, or do you know someone who is?
I'm not particularly a train aficionado, and I don't know anybody.
Aficionado. This is like um, uh,
Aficionado.
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 Aficionado. Okay, so
Mm,
do you know anyone who is?
no. When I was a kid, I love, I love, I love what kind riding on the train because I fascinated moving scenery.
So I was fascinated
I
by
was
the movies.
fascinated. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Cornell, could you tell us about a type of indignity that you or someone you know has experienced at the airport?
Mm, I have no any embarrassed situation at airport. But For another aspect, I have, for example, when I was made redundant from my previous workplace, it was a bit embarrassed, but
Hmm.
in fact, as far as I know, every dismissal is a bit embarrassed.
Embarrassing, yeah. There's a little bit of dignity that is taken away.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. All right, Heidi, is it true that the trains in Japan are so cramped that you guys have to push people? That there are people that are um, that are hired to
Ah,
push people in?
for community.
Yeah, for commuter
Ah, yes,
trains.
it's very crowded. Only 20 minutes.
Oh, it's only just a little bit that
Sometimes,
happens.
yeah, because
So
all employees want to take this train.
okay.
If they go out of their house earlier, maybe they can avoid it.
Uh-huh. Okay, so if they go, say for example, if they leave for work early or come back later, they are
Ah,
avoiding that
coming back, it's okay. Only morning. It's very
morning
crowded.
time.
Then on the station, there are many staffs to push the back of customers.
Okay, so there are many staff. So with the word staff, we don't add an s. So there are many staff many staff members. Hmm. Yeah, because I'd heard that there are people that are just hired.
Yes, it's only
So
short time.
yeah, okay, all right. And Anton, tell us about the last time that you had some very unappetizing food.
Um, one of my friends last year got back from a journey. He was in Cambodia, and he um, uh, got a fruit from Cambodia.
Mm-hmm.
That fruit smells like a garbage, but
And
but it tastes very well
it,
actually.
ta- it tasted
And
really good. How
yeah,
did how did he get it through customs? Was it okay to
I
um
I I'm not sure how he did it.
okay, because I know that most countries won't let fruits and vegetables through. So all right. So Carlos, besides the fact that we have Pampers diapers, there's another meaning of pampered. So when was the last time that you went somewhere, maybe you and your wife, maybe to a hotel or somewhere, and you felt like you were pampered?
Maybe when you go out to a touristic place, the
Uh-huh.
people, the people that work in that places pamper you a little bit at the restaurants and the hotels
Mhm.
and the club. Uh,
Mhm. Yeah.
they,
No.
they treat you very well.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. But they have to be tourist places or very expensive places. So
Yes.
yeah, all right. Let's go on. Let's fill in the spaces with the word from exercise 4. So with one of these words. Um, Cornell, could you do number 1?
Some people think that the grilled snake looks uh, unappetizing, but I
Yeah.
really love it.
Has anybody here ever had grilled snake?
Not.
We eat that.
Excuse me, Carlos. Could you say that again?
I have seen this show, Discovery Channel, Bear Grylls.
Hmm. And have they shown
They
grilled
they
grilled
eat
snake?
a lot of strange things,
Ugh.
like snakes, worms, something like that.
Hmm.
And how does it look like?
Or what does it look like?
Yeah, how did it? Yeah.
So with how, you'd say, how does it look? And what does it look like?
I don't know. I just saw the snake grill on TV, but it looks like a chicken or something like that.
Okay. There's a joke in the U.S. that everything either tastes like chicken, fish, or cow. So okay. And then we've got Wikipedia has been shared on. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is the fruit that you had? Has anybody ever had this? Oh, it's a
Yeah, it's
plantain.
Yeah, kind of smelly fruit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I've heard about this. In English, we call it plantain. Yeah, I've heard of it. Okay. And I wonder what. Okay. Let's go to Google Images. I'm interested in what grilled snake looks like. Bear with me. So what do you guys think? Is this unappetizing or appetizing?
Tasty.
It is very strange for me.
I don't think I could eat it this way.
Yeah.
Oh, some of them I could. Maybe it was like this.
So I stay conventional meals.
You're gonna stick with what you know.
Some of
Oh
that
man,
some
some
of
of it
that
looks good.
looks like the arms of the octopus.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think all of it's snake because this is Google Images, so you're not always accurate. Oh, but that's look at that. Chills go down my spine. Would anybody eat this if you were offered it?
I would try.
Would you try it?
Yeah, I would.
And
Good luck.
okay,
It looks like meat to me.
okay. Cornell would not. Anton would. Heidi, would you?
No, I hate snake.
Okay.
The most
And
in the world.
okay. And Carlos, would you?
Definitely no.
Definitely not. Okay. And Ken, would you try? Ken, are you there?
Went away to buy it.
Yeah, maybe he went and got some snake. Went to have a bite. So, of course, then there's look at this up here. There's frog as well. That's even just as bad. So,
It's more about French food.
yeah. This looks like little feet, little legs. I mean, true legs, not like chicken legs. Look at like the weird. Oh wow.
I prefer the snake.
You'd prefer the snake over the frog?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, now I'm kind of hungry and I shouldn't be. So, because unlike Anton, I'm not sure I'd want to try it. So, okay. Number two. Who did number one? I think Ken did. Ken did that one, right? So, Cornell, could you do number two?
George loves being attentive. At the
No, it's
beauty
another
spa.
one.
No. I don't know.
Okay, does anybody know what that would be?
Relaxed.
No?
Pampered.
Pampered. So
Yeah.
George loves being pampered. Can you finish this? Cornell, could you read it now that you have it?
Yeah, George loves being pampered at the beauty spa. He really enjoys the massages and mud baths.
Okay, so in this one, what we do is we stress it in the second syllable. So we'd say massages.
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 Yep. All right, number 3, Anton, can you do that one?
Janet is quite a fashion lover. He likes to keep up with the latest styles.
Okay. Fashion aficionado. So
Aficionado.
she likes to. So are any of you guys fashion aficionados? I'm taking that your silence means no, Holly. None of us are. Okay. Are any of you guys technology aficionados?
Yeah.
That's where you are, Anton. Yeah. And Carlos, are you?
Sorry, I don't hear the question.
What are you as far as an aficionado? Are you I would think I would be a technical aficionado or something like that. What are you?
I love baseball.
Baseball. Oh, that's right. You are a baseball aficionado. I think you told me that.
I love to watch baseball, to play baseball. I
Uh-huh.
really like it.
Uh-huh. And Heidi, how about you? What are you as far as aficionado? I'm thinking travel.
Yeah. And even fashion maybe.
Are you fashion aficionado?
So I design and sew the clothes by myself.
Okay. Yeah, and aren't you also a very you like to do a lot of crafts as well? You're very talented in that area? Or am I thinking of someone else? So, okay. Cornell, how about you? What kind of aficionado are you?
It is not question. I am a soccer or football aficionado.
That's true. That's true. And then, Anton, what kind of aficionado are you? Was it techno?
I'm into technology. I'm a geek.
Okay, yeah. Other night, it's funny because you can't call a geek or nerd. We can call ourselves geeks and nerds, but we don't want other people to call us that.
Yeah.
So, Ken, are you back?
Sorry, I got a call, so
Oh, no
I'm back.
worries. No worries. We were wondering if you. A question for you. Would you? Oh, it's not here. Wait, I don't have. Okay, we're gonna go back to the other topic real quick because I want to know. Would you eat these?
No,
Okay, so these are frogs, and would you eat? How about snakes?
no.
Okay, so Anton, you are the only what is it? Adventurous person when it comes to food in this class.
But
So
I've eaten frog. Yeah,
you have?
I was tricked. Yeah,
You were
so
tricked.
yeah, I've eaten frog.
What did it taste like? Fish, chicken, or
Yeah,
cow?
the texture is like a chicken, but a bit fishy smell. So I realized, oh, it's frog.
Okay. So you realized it. Okay. Number 4, Anton, can you do that one? Oh, you already did number 3, right? So Heidi, could you do number 4?
The children are always very attentive into class. No one looks out of the window or daydreams.
That is very hard for me to believe. So, okay, number 5, Carlos.
My apartment is really cramped. Cramped. I need to move somewhere more spacious.
Me too. And I just can't decide when I want to do it. So last week I said I was
Move
going
back to Finland.
Well, you can't go back to somewhere where you've been because it's never the same. So I think I'm not going to, but I might go to Colombia or something like that. Who
Come to
knows?
Mexico.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I know that my brother and sister-in-law have talked about either when their kids are a little bit older, going to either Costa Rica or Mexico, so that they could learn Spanish, and the kids can learn about the culture that they were
You don't really need to learn Spanish. There are like entire neighborhoods that all the residents are Americans or Canadians.
Really?
Yeah.
And well, actually, in this area, it's funny you say that because in this area, I think maybe you haven't been in the classes when I've told about in the county I live in my side of the county, I live 5 miles from a town that has 80% Hispanics or Mexican Americans.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so and needing to know Spanish in this area is actually very important, especially when you look like you should know. So, number 6, Ken, can you do that one?
Did you hear about Peter's latest plan? He was arrested for shoplifting.
Okay, so let's look at the words.
Peter's latest indignity.
Yes. Indignity. Okay, let's look at these questions. Okay, so Cornell, do you think that train travel is more pleasurable than flying?
It could be. It could be. It depends on quality of train and distance because in my opinion, the long distance by train could be very uncomfortable, but it is the same as a long flying.
Yes. Yeah, and yeah, I think it really depends on so many.
Yeah,
so many
and it also depends on the person because I don't like or hate long distance travel both by train and by plane. For example, we traveled more than four hours from Budapest to South Spain. It took, as I mentioned before, more than 4 hours, and it was very uncomfortable for me, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I prefer buses and cars, then flying, and then trains. So, and Ken, are there any luxury train routes in Japan?
Yes, but some of them are, and it has a kind of fast class suite room, and I watched that on TV, and but it's very costly, and to get a fast suite room ticket is almost impossible because only one ticket available in one train. So yeah, I got the episode. I listened to the episode about how to get that suite room ticket, and it kind of suite room has shower, or yeah, kind of, and sofas and such. Yeah, because the ordinary people shift to the airplane or kind of bullet train nowadays.
Yeah.
So train company attract more customer for other style of train travel, mainly leisure travel.
Mm-hmm. Right. Anton, what is the longest trip you have made by train?
It was a journey from Birobidzhan, which is in eastern Russia, and to Abakan, which is in the central Siberia. It was approximately 5,000 kilometers.
How long did it take you?
It was 5 or 6 days. I don't remember exactly.
Wow. Okay. Do they have showers?
No, they do not.
Oh, wow. Heidi, do you think your country has a good rail service?
Yeah, I think so. Before it was a national railway, but now it's private
How is it
company.
private? So it's been
Yeah,
privatized.
and
Uh-huh.
there are many private companies for railway.
Okay. All
They
right.
are competitive, so they must have good service for passengers.
Otherwise, people won't go. They have a choice. So awesome. All right. And Carlos, if you could travel anywhere by train, where would you go?
I don't know. Maybe I will do it in Europe or in the US because here in Mexico
It's
there
pretty
are
bad.
only a few trains. So
hmm
if I travel in train, I do it in Europe.
hmm Europe, I think, is a better. Or if you travel by train in the U.S., go to the eastern part of the U.S. because, excuse me, the West is just like Mexico. We have very little. In order for us to catch a train, we have to drive about 6 or 7 hours south to Nevada. So we can't do it. All right. I want to thank you all for your participation, and I hope you learned some words and got a chance to practice. And I'll see you guys another class sometime. Thanks very much, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Bye bye.